Good Monday morning. I've got September the 29th, 2025. Baseball history, my hobby. I've got this book here, Baseball Almanac, Hall of Fame players. Been going through it alphabetically. Every person in this book who has a 300 or better career batting average, I've covered on my YouTube channel. I looked at all their box scores, accomplishments. Impressive. Now I'm going through the rest of these guys who made the Baseball Hall of Fame, non-pitchers. Not looking at pitchers, I'm looking at everyday players. I'm looking at guys below 300 career batting average. This video, Nellie Fox. There he is. Interesting guy. 1947 through 1965, 19-year career. Career batting average, 288. You know what I like about this guy? Durability. Consistency. 2,367 games. It says that he had a consecutive game streak, 798 games in a row. Very good. I'm looking at his career. Looks like he's got, let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seasons out of 19, 150 or more games played each season. He ended up 2,663 hits. And this guy is in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Does he deserve it? Let's look at it. 1947, came up, 19 years old. 7 games. 1948, 3 games. Slow start. Starts playing more in 1949. 88 games, bats .255 with 63 hits. (1950) 130 games, bats .247. So slow start his first 4 years. His 5th year breaks out. Has a really good year. 189 hits, 93 runs scored, bats .313. So first season over 300. 1952, playing almost every day. 192 hits. So back-to-back good hit seasons. 189, 192. Bats .296. 1953, 178 hits. A little down, 285 average. 1954, his best year. Nellie Fox. Scores 111 runs. First time over 100. 200 hits. 201 hits. I like that. A guy in the lineup. He played every game that year. He breaks 201 hits. Bats .319. So he's got the 100 runs scored and the 200 hits in the same year. That would be a goal of mine. Wouldn't it be yours? Score 100 runs, get 200 hits. You want to get 100 RBIs. You want to bat 300, and you want to have 300 total bases. That would be my goal if I was a player. He did 2 for 5. His RBI production is low, 47. And he only had 247 total bases. But he did do the 3 things. 100 runs scored, 200 hits, and a 300 batting average. 1954, his best year. 1955, comes back, plays every day. 198 hits and 100 runs scored. Back-to-back 100 runs scored seasons. And back-to-back almost 200 hits. 198. Bats .311. So back-to-back 300 batting average seasons. He's got 3 so far. 300 or better. 1956, 109 runs scored, 3 years in a row. 192 hits, 3 years in a row, 190 plus. 296 average. 1957, 110 runs scored. 4 years in a row, 100. 196 hits. 4 years in a row, 190 plus hits, and its fifth 190 plus hit season. Consistency, I said that in the beginning. Durability. Bats 317, that makes 4 seasons 100, or 4 seasons 300 or better batting average. Never had 300 total bases in a season, so I'm not going to look at that. And he never had 100 RBIs in a season. His highest RBI production, 72. So he's not an RBI guy. He must be batting leadoff or second. 1958, 187 hits, 300 batting average. 1959, 191 hits, 306 average. 1960, 175 hits, 289 average. Nellie Fox went through a period of seasons where he was outstanding, especially in career hits. Listen to this. From 1951 to 1960, Nellie Fox, one of the premier players in the league as far as getting base hits. Listen to these hit totals. 189, 192, 178, 201, 198, 192, 196, 187, 191, 175. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons, 190 plus, and one of them 200 hits. 1961, kind of tailed off. He's only 33, but for some reason, 152 hits, he bats 251. That's out of character. He was a 300 hitter up to this point. 1962, 166 hits, 267 average. 1963, 260 average. So he's got 4 years in a row under 300. It's hurting his career batting average. 1964, 265 average. 1965 is last year. He's 37 years old. 268 average. Only plays 42 games. But he ends up with 2,663 hits. And he stops at age 37. If he had gone another 3 years and continue his production he had going in the 1950s, let's say he gets another 100. Let's say he gets 150 hits a year for 3 years. That's 450 hits. He would have been a 3,000 hit guy. He would have been a member of that club if he had played till age 40 and averaged 150 hits for 3 seasons. He didn't do it. He stopped at age 37. So he ends up with 1,279 runs scored, 4 seasons over 100. Could have been a little better there. He should have had like 10 seasons, 100 runs scored. If he's getting all those hits, he should have scored more. 790 career RBIs. That's poor. Poor performance in RBI production. 35 career home runs. Some guys just get 35 in 1 year. In 19 years, he only got 35 homers. Not very good. So he's not a home run guy. Why? Oh, he's 5'10", 160 pounds. Should have hit more home runs. 288 career batting average. He ends up with 3,347 total bases. But there's a unique stat on Nellie Fox. I didn't realize it until I did some research. He had 9,232 at-bats. And he struck out 216 times. What? 9,000 plus at bats, 216 strikeouts. You know what that means? He's number 2 all time as far as the hardest guy to strike out in Major League history. The hardest guy to strike out, and I've already covered him, is a guy named Joe Sewell. He struck out, I'm looking it up, Joe Sewell. He struck out once every 62 at bats, average. He had 7,000 at bats and struck out. Let me look it up. I'll be accurate here. Joe Sewell. (7,132) at bats. So Nellie Fox had more at bats. But Joe Sewell struck out 114 times. That's once every 62 at bats. So Nellie Fox had 2,000 more at bats than Joe Sewell. Struck out 216 times. But the way Joe Sewell is going, if he had 9,000 at bats, the same number at bats as Nellie Fox, he still would have had a better ratio of fewer strikeouts per at bat. Give Sewell 2,000 more at bats, he's probably up to about 160 strikeouts, where Nellie Fox is number 2 all time. 9,232 at bats, 216 career strikeouts. That is once every about 55 at bats. Way to go, Nellie. So does Nellie Fox deserve the Baseball Hall of Fame? Two things stand out. The career hits, 2,663. Yes, Hall of Fame. That's hard to do. 2,600 plus at hits, and he does it in 19 years. And he does it in 2,300 games. It's more than a hit a game. The other thing that stands out is the fewest strikeouts. Now, his 288 career batting average should have been better. It was up to 300 for about a 15-year period, but then he went 4 or 5 years where he was under 300, so he brought him down to 288. 1,279 runs scored, should have been higher. He should have been around 1,500. The RBI production was poor, home run production poor. What else can you say about Nellie Fox? Durability. He had that consecutive game streak. He played in 798 games in a row. So that's significant. Hall of Fame, yes. Put him in. The 2,600 hits did it for me. Way to go. All right, we're going to keep going, looking at players in this book. Like I said, all the guys who have bat 300 I've already covered. So I'm going to go alphabetically. I'm turning the pages right now. Here's a guy in the Baseball Hall of Fame. His name is Joe Gordon. I'm going to look at his career next. I'm out.